So we'll open SCCM console and see like where will be like applications and software distribution. When you open SCCM server, so you need to go to start menu, you need to drop down and you need to search for the configuration manager console shortcut. When you open the console, you need to go to the software library and you need to expand the application management, and you can see here applications. By default there will be no applications created. If you go to the packages, by default there will be two packages created from the your ADK. Before installing SCCM, as a prerequisites we have installed active ADK, assessment and deployment toolkit.
Yes, sorry. Sorry
Access
to
deployment
disturb.
toolkit. Hello.
Yeah, sorry to disturb you. Could you please provide me a recording session?
Yeah, just give me a minute. Ashok. Okay. Yeah, give me.
Thank you.
So by default the packages will be two packages will be created, but it only one package is distribute the content. The other package will not have distributed any content to the any DP. These are the two packages will be available in SCCM by default. If you see, there will be global conditions will be there. By default there are some global conditions to use. Okay, these are the most important, like application, package and global conditions. These three are most important, which we work on the day-to-day basis. In interview they may ask you what is global condition and what is the difference between package and application. Okay, so today we'll discuss about theory. And so if you compare to the applications, so we see these are the applications and these are the advantages of applications. Detection method, requirement rules, dependencies and supersedence are the. So we'll discuss about in detail about tomorrow's class, because we'll create some application and package, then we'll discuss about this, so you will get the more understanding. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yep.
So these are the four advantages of applications. Even if what about you ask a package, we can say simply a package does not have more features. We have applications in we have advantages in application, and you can explain these four. We'll discuss about this for tomorrow's class. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we'll see today what packaging team will do, how they will analyze the source, and we'll do this today. Okay, so for example, how they will consider as application as a simple, medium, complex, and how they will do create a package and they will test in the test environment. We'll discuss about. So let me power on one of the virtual machine, any of the virtual machine. So first of all, what they will do, they will copy some source into animation. Let me give 1 minute. Okay. So first of all, what they will do, discovery, sign off, and they will do create a package, and they will come as simple and complex. What I said to you, any software may consist of two types, either may be exe or msi. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
So let me go to the virtual machine. What package minimum for testing, even in any environment, one is required. Okay, application packaging team there has own test machines. Okay, what they will do, so they will copy the source first into the virtual machine. First, to analyze the source, let if we want to copy some software from your physical machine to your virtual machine for a practice, what you need to do, you need to go to the VM settings, you need to go to options, go to shared folder, enable always, map network drive tick mark, add. First of all, you need to share the folder in the physical machine, then you need to browse the particular folder over here. I have shared already SCCM data in my physical machine. How to share, I will let you know. Next, finish. Okay. Then you can open my computer. You can see a shortcut to your physical machine drive. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
To share a folder, you simply what you need to do, you create any folder on your physical machine, right click, properties, then go to sharing, go to advanced sharing, check mark, permissions. If you want to give full or only read, that will be fine. Okay, okay. So what is the use of this share? Means, for example, you shared in one of the machine, which machine name is system 1. From any network, from same network, if you have hundreds of PC, go to the run and type the / system 1 and hit enter. You can see the shared folder name. You cannot copy any data because you given only the read permission. So if you want to given any full permission, again go to the properties of this folder, sharing, go to advanced sharing. If you give permissions to full, everyone, anyone can copy data and delete the data from this folder. For example, if I created one text file name called some AXXX, then you can see the same folder. You can delete this file remotely where you are in now SCCM server. You are accessing a share / system 1. You can open and delete the file, or you can create a new file, some ABC. So if you see in the system under this machine that XXX is deleted and ABC is got executed if you give full permissions. This is the advantages of share. So for example, if you copy one software to a different machine, first of all you need to share the software. Then one more thing, if you share directly, what happens? Everyone can who knows your system enter, they can see your folder. Am I right?
Of course.
So if you want to do hidden share, what you need to do? So you can create any folder, some softwares, but when you're sharing a software, what you will do? Go to the properties, go to sharing, advanced sharing, share, and you can change the name here, or you put the same name and put that dollar symbol over here and apply. Okay, okay. When you given, so when you given a share properties in that go to advanced and put a dollar there, what happens?
It will
And you
be
given a
hidden.
full permissions,
It will be a hidden share.
so it will be a hidden share. So whoever accessing from a remote PC and type system 1, they cannot see directly. They has to go to the browser and click on /software and dollar. If you given full permissions, then they can create. If not, they cannot create. So in this way, you can limit some shares to somebody won't see. Somebody only the specific people can see, because the specific people already know the path of the share. So they can simply type software dollar and they can access, they can copy softwares. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So, and also you can give some permissions to only the specific users. For example, you can create one Active Directory group for the share. To whom to get an access? We'll discuss in tomorrow's class. So we'll discuss more in troubleshooting of today. So give you an example. What is the use of a group? You can create one group in AD or already existing group, whatever you have. What you need to do? Go to admins. Let me create one temporary share or any group. Okay, group name is some file access. So in this group, everyone, if I give read permissions, that okay, everyone can only read, do not copy. But I will add here the name called SCCM admin, which is my admin account. Then hit, and I will give full permission to this account and okay. Okay. Because we not have added any members. If you want to add any members, you need to go to file group. You add the members here. Still I not added. I will try to test from Again, this same account. Double slash system one, software dollar. Then I try to create any file. Is file is created because this account is already a sysadmin to the local PC. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Because sysadmin I already given. Sorry, what account I added? I directly added permission. I directly added SCCM admin instead of group. Am I right? Let me remove the group and add which group?
One which we created.
File access group.
File access.
So give the full permission. Then hit OK. Before he able to create a one software dollar, he will create it. Let me close and reopen it. Sometimes what happen? Software dollar I will type directly. Let me create one more file. So get access denied. So if you want to give 100 users for the permissions, what you will do? Generally, you need to add 100 users here. Am I right or wrong? If you want to give 100 users for the share, what you will do? Go to permission, you need to add one user manually. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, of course.
So instead of giving 100 users, I will create one group in AD. I will add the members there. So where I will add under AD, under the group members, I will add the 100 users one time. So for the next time, he can access the share or not? Is it easy to create a group and give an access, or you add 100,000 users in the share properties, which is very easy?
Creating
First
group
one.
and giving access.
Yeah. In companies, this will be managed by Active Directory team. We do not have an access. For example, in any of the SCCM folder, if you do not have an access denied, you need to request to the Active Directory team for the particular. You do not know what is the group also. If you want to know the group, you simply go to the properties of the folder and you can request, you can send a screenshot to the AD team. Could you please provide the folder access to full access to this particular folder? You need to go to the properties, or you can go to sharing and advanced sharing and go to permission. You can take a screenshot of this group because you do not know directly what group you are in, or which group you need to add to get this folder access remotely. Am I clear?
Yes, yes.
So you need to take a screenshot and raise a ticket to Active Directory team or send an email to them to get a full access if it is an SCCM folder. Now we already added a member in the AD. Am I right? Already added SCCM admin. Okay, added. So now you go to any server, log in with SCCM admin account. Then again you try to access the software and create a folder or create a file. Again, still the permissions are still not applied. So it takes some time to reflect. Then once it is applied, so close, reopen. So group permissions, it takes some time to reflect. So once it's applied, you can get an access to this particular. Let me click on OK. OK is not applied. Let me see now. So still permissions are reflected. It takes some 15 minutes to 20 minutes sometimes. Okay. Once it's done, it will be reflected. Is it clear? By default, companies has not only one domain controller, it has 10 or 20 domain controllers to reflect. For example, sometimes what happened, you created a group in an organization, but to reflect on all servers, it take at least sometimes 1 hour 2 hours to create this group, because you have by default time is 15 minutes. You can see what is the time. Active Directory sites and services, you can see by default replication time is 15 minutes to copy a different servers, but in production it may take more than that time. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? More than 15 minutes. You can see the default settings of, not here, a server default settings would be configure somewhere Somewhere it will configure to configure as 15 minutes in the Active Directory server for the replication. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? Hello. This
Yes.
is not much important to us. So it takes some time to reflect. So now come back to the test here. So I have mounted the share is very important when you want to copy a data from one machine to a different machine. Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay. So let me open this virtual machine. Let me copy some softwares from my physical machine. So go to softwares, SCCM data. So let me copy this 7-zip and Google Chrome to my anytime when you want to test if there is no temp folder on your machine on your C drive, try to create one temp folder on your C drive, because if you do on desktop paste, sometimes you cannot execute the software. The best recommended way is go to C drive, create a temp folder. Under that you can create whatever the folder you want, then you can paste the softwares. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yep.
So do not work on C Windows. There will be one more temp will be there. You cannot work on here because everything will be locked. You cannot execute. You need to create a folder under C temp only. So folder. So for this software, what I'll do, I'll copy and paste it in. I will create a new folder name called CHROME Chrome. Paste. First of all, the packaging team will analyze the software. Means manually install the software and check the behavior. Is it clear? What the first step will do the packaging team?
Full installation.
Packaging team will do. First step is manually install the software on the test PC and analyze the things. So let me install the software first manually. Let's check. If you want to open add and remove programs, shortcut will be appwiz.cpl. What is the shortcut? appwiz.cpl. Is the you'll check Google Chrome has installed or not. Already installed?
Now.
No, because you do not see any Google Chrome entry. Okay, minimize it. So double click on the software. Is the prompt is getting open? Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
So you can see the cancel button. What you do when you do a cancel, it will be rollbacking the actions. Means whatever that is installed, it will be uninstalled. But if an exe when you triggered, when you cancel, the software will be corrupted. You cannot install it again. Is it clear what is the difference between an MSI? Because it is an MSI. If you want to know the file extension, you can go to the properties and see what is the whether an exe or an MSI. How you will see whether in exe or MSI? Go to the properties and you can see whether extension would be MSI or an exe. When you are installing an exe, you can also go to event VWR event viewer, and you can go to the Windows logs and application, and you can see there will be an MSI is getting triggered. If you see there is a temp location which is copying to the which we are executing the MSI, and finally once it's done, you can see the MSI is started installing. Then MSI is getting also you can see the system it won't be a much entries, only in the application node you can see whenever you installing any software you can see Google Chrome is then it's asking for an administrative prompt. Yes, you can see only cancel, there is no next. But sometimes if you give this prompt to user, what happens? He will simply click on cancel. Am I right or wrong? If you
Maybe.
deploy to 100 users, 50 users don't do anything. Some 10 users, what they will do? They will cancel the options because something is popping out. They simply cancel. Am I right or wrong? Because they doesn't know what is going on.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
So that's why you simply see in the failures in SCCM, simply they will cancel. Software installation may stop. Say cancel will come. So Chrome shortcut is there. Means successfully installed.
No.
So you can identify by seeing add and remove programs and see whether wij.cpl, and you can see refresh. You can see Chrome shortcut is came. What is the software version of Google Chrome?
67.0.3396.7.
Yeah. What is the publisher?
Google.
Google.
Google. So they will see. So if an MSI is getting like without next directly getting installed, that is considered as a simple package. You do not much modification. So what you do if you want to uninstall a software, simply whenever you want to uninstall a software, what you do, go to add and remove programs, simply select the software, click on uninstall. Is it clear how to uninstall any software? To uninstall any software, what you need to do? You need to go to the control panel, go to add and remove programs and features. Manually, if you want to go, what you do? Go to start, control panel, programs and features, select the software, click on uninstall. If there are any issues while opening the software, you can repair the software. If you doesn't want the software, if you want to uninstall the software, select the particular software name, click on uninstall and click yes. Some softwares requires a restart. You need to restart, then it will completely uninstall the particular software. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
They will test manually like this, whether the software is getting installed or not. If there are any issues while installing the source, sometimes if the source is not correct, the installation may fail. Then they will check again with the application owner. You provided source has been corrupted. Could you please recopy the particular source? Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Sir.
First validation is done. First, what need to do? Manual installation. They will do some validations. Okay. Okay. Software is successfully there. Okay. Everything is right. Then second approach, what they will do? They will see event viewer, whether the given source is exe or MSI. What they will check? Whether the source is exe or MSA. First, they will see this condition. What they will see? Let me put into one win word. So first, whether the source is in the form of exe or an MSA. How you will validate? If an MSA, you can simply see. If you simply see this icon, but if an exe, how you will identify? You need to stop, go to services.msc, services services.msc, and stop the Windows installer on your machine. Windows installer on this machine. Just generally started. Let's stop and try to disable it for some time. Okay. When you disable this Windows installer and try to execute any MSI, it will fail simply. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? If the Windows installer service is stopped on your machine, if the Windows installer service is stopped on your machine, no MSI installation will going to start. Only exe will be installed. If the software is successfully installed, then it is an exe software. If the software is not installed, then it is an MSI software. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? If you
Yes,
double
sir.
click on any software, it throws you an error if it is an MSI. If it's successfully installed, then the software backend which is running in the format of exe. Let's wait for some time and see what error will come. In that way, you can identify whether the software, sometimes an exe extracts something in that will triggers with an exe? MSI can trigger an exe. So let's see. So do you get an error, right? What error? The Windows installer service could not be accessed. This can occur due to Windows installer is not correctly installed. Means this is an MSI or an exe software.
It's an MSI.
It's an MSI. So you can identify whether an exe or MSI by stopping the service and can check. Sometimes if the MSI is failing, you can see that you can restart the Windows installer and can check if the issues is resolved. You can put a manual and apply. Okay. Is it clear how to check whether the software is an exe or an MSI? If it is an MSI, even in the event viewer, you can see the entries. If you go to EVENT VWR, you can see under Windows log application, you can see the failures also here. Failed to connect to the server with an error code. Is it clear?
Okay.
So you can identify failures of an software using an event viewer also. The first level of troubleshooting is very important is a event viewer. Is it clear? So, okay, we identified this is an MSI. We have installed the software manually and check whether there is no issues. Installation is done. Am I right or wrong? Manually install the software on a test PC and validate whether it's installing or not. Next, what you need to do, try to, and there is a difference. Every exe does not contain a silent switch to install, but every an MSI has a standard installation for a silent installation. Means what? Try to open a command prompt and an administrator. What? Try to open a command prompt and administrator, and then go to the path where you saved the source. You need to hit the browser button, right click, copy, open command prompt and as administrator, give the CD to change a directory, then paste the path, hit and enter. Here you need to tab. If you have 10 files, the file will be shown. Then you need to click space slash question mark. Either if it is an exe, either it is an MSI, you need to give file name space forward slash then question mark. Every MSI has this same options. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? Microsoft has built every MSI has the same options. Is it clear?
Okay.
To install a software, what you do, they want to trigger a command called MSI exec slash options and the software name and the optional parameters if you want to do. Slash I for installation, slash X for an uninstallation. The main will be slash I for installation, slash X for uninstallation. Is it clear? Slash quite for do not show any prompt to the end users. Is it clear? Do not show any prompt to the end users. You can use also slash quite or slash q for the silent installation. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
Sir.
So we are installing in a remote machine or in our.
Same machine we are installing using these parameters. If you want multiple parameters, you have a lot of parameters to use here. Is it clear? So general format of an MSI installation is MSI exec slash I for installation and MSI name. If you give slash q, then that will be complete silent. If you remove whatever you manually install, that will be triggered. If you click on enter, the same prompt came or not?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you want to uninstall the same software, what you need to do instead of I, what you need to change?
X.
X.
X. Let we install first. Verify whether it's added to the add and remove programs. Then we try to uninstall using a command line msi exec slash x and msi name to uninstall a particular software. Any MSI software, same condition. MSI EXEC/I Adobe Reader MSI. Any software, only the software name will be changed. Is it clear?
Yes, and this is only for MSA, right? Not
This
EXE.
is only for MSA, not for EXEC.
Then do we have any other?
EXE, there is no standards. That's why Microsoft has changed the legacy style is EXE. The latest one is MSI. That's why most of the vendors will create MSI. Means before 2008 or sometime there is only EXEC. Okay.
Yes,
After 2010 latest, all vendors is going to habituated to develop an MSI rather than creating any EXE.
yes,
But what happens if you see EXE also? EXE will be a combination of files. What they will do? They will extract the software. In there they can see the MSI installation. Sometimes if one software requires 4 MSIs, what they will do? The 4 MSIs will be clubbed into one EXE. Is it clear?
okay.
Sometimes what happen? If some softwares rarely, if you see one software, it has one MSI, right?
Yes, yes,
But some cases very lengthy or very big software, one software contains 4 installations. So 4 MSI is required. Am I right?
yeah,
Sub softwares.
yeah, yeah.
So they will release software name.exe. While installation, what it will do, while you double click, it will copy the software to C temp. Then that 4 MSIs will be saved, 1.msi, 2.msi. Then they will start installing from there because they will write the script to execute from the temp location. Then they will delete once the installation is completed.
Okay.
Some softwares is directly an exe. There is no MSA in it. Is it clear? Then you simply see slash question mark. If there is a silent switch, then you can use slash. If they will give, basically they will give S for installation or some A, B, C, depends upon the vendor. Because you are developing a software, it's your wish what command line you need to use for silent installation. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, yes,
If it is a vendor, he will put X, he will put Y, he will put Z. Based upon the developer in his company, whatever he's convenient, he will give. But if he want to follow a standard naming convention using a all vendors, they will use some S or slash Q, they will give. Is it clear?
yes,
Simply you go to the command line, type slash question mark, see silent installation, what is the switch? If the silent installation switch is some S, software name .exe and give slash S for the silent installation. If they doesn't give, then it is fall under a medium package, not under the simple package. Is it clear? If the software exe has a silent switch, then the package will be fall under a silent switch is there for exe, then it is simple. Silent switch is not there, it's a medium package. Then packaging team will have some own tools to convert a software from an exe to an MSI.
yes, yes, yes. Yes,
There is an admin studio packaging tools what they will use. Or there is a free tools also available. Packaging tools what they use. Somebody ask you what pack your company packaging to team will use means they will use admin studio. Our Wise packager is very old. Wise packager. So you say simply our packaging team will use admin studio to convert from
EX,
exe to an MSI. Is it clear?
yeah,
Simply packaging team tools. They will use lot of tools. One of the important tools is admin studio. Is it clear?
yes,
So if there is exe does not have any silent switch, there is no option you cannot install silently. You need to use any third party tool. First you need to convert exe to MSI. Any MSI has a default standard naming silent installation. There is a problem to run a part of do not expected contact your personal vendor, because sometimes a software requires a still restart, or you're installing let's see whether this Windows installer is started or not. Services.msc Windows installer is started. Sometimes a restart is required for some of the MSIs. Let's trigger one more time and check, because as we run as administrator, that is fine. Let's restart my PC and try to check. Is it clear? So what is it? How we can use an exe? How we can use an MSI?
Yes, yes, I completely.
Yeah. So that I will show you one example of Citrix software, which is an exe. Because when we extract, let's see what happens to it. Any software, first of all, you need to open a command prompt, put /? and see the silent switches are there or not. If it is there, it is very easy job to create a package. If it is not there, it has to go through simply a packaging team. Let me copy one of other software. SCCM. Citrix temp. So if I want to checks the Citrix, open CMD as an administrator, CD to change the path from the system 32 to temp location. C tab, Citrix will come /? You will see a command line option. Citrix receiver.exe/silent means it will install silently. If you do not find an option, you can search in the internet. Is it clear? /silent is a parameter to install a silent installation for exe. Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay. For an MSI, how you will trigger? MSI exec/i and MSI name. See, because there are 3 MSIs in this folder, you will give tab, the 3 softwares will come. Whatever the software you want to install, hold there and try to click enter. Is it clear? Again, the software name is coming here. So wait for some time and see the success installation or not. If you want to hide this prompt, you need to, after MSI, you need to put /q. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes.
/quiet, or you can use /q. For example, when you're trying manually, immediately after installing a software, it's rebooting completely. Means without prompting you, it's installing. Reboot.
Auto reboot.
Auto reboot automatically. Then you need to pass no reboot command here, because when you install software from SCCM, if suddenly reboots, what happens?
The
It will
product.
get a big escalation. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, yes.
In the command line, if the when it has to known while you're testing the software. Is it clear? When you
Yes.
test your software, you come to know whether the software is there a reboot or not.
Yes, sir.
Then you need to pass one more command line called /no reboot. Everything will be written in. If you put in that particular Google Chrome /? See, Google Chrome shortcut came successfully installed. Let's see what we are discussing.
No reboot.
No reboot. So no restart. The command line is you put no restart under MSI. If you want a reboot, you put force reboot. If you want a prompt restart, user will get an option to restart after the software installation, if it is required. If some software requires a mandatory reboot, you do not reboot, give the option, user will get a pop-up, then he can click OK, then the machine will restart. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what we'll do? Right now I want to uninstall a software. What I need to do? msixcc slash I
X.
slash x, then space MSI name. Click on enter. So the software is there. Let's check. Add and remove programs. Software is also here. Hit enter. Are you sure you want to uninstall the product? Because you not targeted slash q slash x. Okay, click on S. So it's uninstalling the product. Please preparing to remove. Wait for some time. If software is getting failed, simply you need to get a reboot because previously you have installed installing again. Some of the junk entry still remains in some of the locations. That's why it will may fail. If you think there is some issues, better reboot once and give a try again. So successfully remove the shortcut, go to control panel and refresh and remove. The software is removed from here also. Okay. The
Yes.
same thing what you can do. Now MSI exec slash I. Let me reboot because we will get a failures, right? Again installing, let a reboot. Now I will give a prompt lastly slash q. What happens? Do you get any prompt now? It won't even get the cancel button, nothing it will get. Simply in the backend it will install. You can identify only by seeing the shortcut or going to add and remove programs that software is successfully installed. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Okay.
So let's log in back to the same PC. So open command prompt and as administrator. Not from the normal command prompt. If you see normal command prompt, there will be no administrator. You will get a failure. So open a CMD. Anytime when you're troubleshooting on end user machines, open CMD rather than as administrator. If your user is administrator, the software will be installed. If user is not an administrator, simply software will be failed. The better recommendation way is anytime open a command prompt as an administrator. Open the software which you saved on your local PC, temp, Chrome, copy, CD space, paste. Then what you do? msixcc slash I for installation. MSI name. Then parameters. If you want to put no restart, no restart. Or any other parameters, give space, add parameters. That's it. Is it clear? Slash Q for what?
White installation.
Silent installation. If you hit enter, no cancel button will come here. Is it coming? Only a symbol of round is rotating once you started the installation. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Then you can see only the shortcut in the desktop if the software is successfully installed.
Okay.
Let's wait for installation to be completed. So whenever the software is installed, you can see only some rotation symbol beside the mouse. See, there is a
The process is
round process is going on. That only you can identify. User can see, but some blinks. That's it. User can see. Apart from that, user cannot see anything. User cannot cancel. If you use this command line, you will get a shortcut. There or not.
Yep.
In the same way, if you uninstall slash x, in the same way you can uninstall. Is it clear?
Yeah.
But the troubleshooting, it is not much important. If you do want to troubleshoot, you need to have some logs to troubleshoot. Am I right or wrong? If there is a failure, how you will know what cause of failure is coming? So you need to give one more command line called L star V and give the log location for a troubleshooting purpose. Let me uninstall first. To uninstall, what I do?
X.
Slash X, and then what I will do, I will copy this command line. Okay. And I will open one notepad. Open notepad. I will paste this command line. I will do save as because it is a notepad. I will do a save as. Then before, if I put as here, it will save as text file. So I will put as all files. Then I will give install.bat and save. put on all files and save. So this file is saved will be as batch file. So in the same way, I will put /x. Then I will again go save as. Then I will save install.bat. If I save as text, so it will save as text file if you save. See? So it's already saved because you given a naming convention as bat, it's taken as bat. So that's fine. Anytime when you want to edit a batch file, what you need to do? Right click, edit, and you can see the content in it. Is it clear?
Yeah.
For uninstallation, that is not a best way to give an MSA for an uninstallation. I will tell you what we need to give for an uninstallation string. Is it clear? For first of all, now for uninstallation, use an MSA. Installation, you can use an MSA, but for uninstallation, you need to give a product code instead of an MSA. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? Hello.
Yeah.
Product code.
I will say what is a product code, how we
Okay.
can retrieve it. I will let you know by the end of this class. Okay.
Okay.
Do not confuse. So now, next time if I want to uninstall, simply what I will do, open a command prompt as an administrator. Simply if I trigger, go to this location, cd space path, simply uninstall.bat, hit enter. So it will start uninstalling my software. If I trigger install, it will start installing my software. Is it clear?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So in this way, the package will be created with maybe a batch file, maybe a VB script, maybe a PowerShell script. It makes ready. Some companies will, some packaging team will give software to you to install create a package in SCCM. Some companies, they will create an application, then they will give only for testing to you. It's a 80-20%. 80% nowadays packaging team directly creating a package in the SCCM console and do their testing. They will give only for the pilot and production testing. Pilot and going to the production. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? Hello.
Yes, sir.
And if you want to restart manually from a command line, you need to use SHUT DOWN minus R for a restart minus S for a shutdown of a PC. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So if you want to have a time of minus T, if you give 3600, your machine will be rebooted after 60 minutes. Is it clear? If you do not mention any time, defaultly it will take 1 minute to restart. Is it clear? For example, you have a machine, you put some downloads like some movie on your machine. You're going to some vacation, but you want to shut down your PC after 3 hours. What you do? You put 9600, then your machine will be give a minus S, so your machine will be automatically shut down after 3 hours. Is it clear?
Yes.
So if you want to abroad the things, what you do? Shut down
Dash A. Hyphen
space
A.
minus A, SHUT DOWN, shut down space minus A. There is a command line mistake which I given. SHUT DOWN minus A. It's abroaded. So if you want to give only minus R, what happens? It restart your PC. It will pop up. Your machines will be, it shows a shutdown, but it's not a shutdown. It will restart your PC within a minute. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Instead of going start and restart, you can also go to command line and type shutdown space minus R. If you want immediate, what you need to do? Minus T 00. So within fraction of seconds, it will restart. Instead of waiting 60 seconds, if you want to reboot immediately, minus R minus T 00. Forceful installation will be done within. So restart is completed. Just give me a minute. Okay. So in the same way, what we can do, there is a 7-zip in our, if you see softwares, if you double click on 7-zip, it's coming next. I accept, next, again next. 3 next after install. Am I right or wrong? Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So if you go to the event viewer, if you check Windows logs, applications, let's see, when you hit next, it start getting installed. But even this software extracts some source content. Am I right? Somewhere to get installed first. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
So if you open the event view, before clicking finish, if you open application and refresh F5, you will see MSI is copying to some other locations. Okay, it's not directly triggering. Some MSI will give you what? Some temp location where it is getting extracted and where it is getting installed. Is it clear?
Okay.
So then you can see, then it will delete once after install is successful. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? That where you can, before finishing, you can see the software getting stored there. So let's finish and see 7-zip is there. The same way, if you want to uninstall, what you will do? Go to add and remove programs, select, uninstall the particular software. In the same way, how you will do for an installation? For an installation, how you can do? Just give me a minute. So we have uninstalled successfully. In the same way, if you want to uninstall from the command line, install from command line, what you will do? Create a new folder, 7-zip, copy it. Simply, we know the command line options. Am I right?
Yes.
Simply, any software contains msi/i MSI name. Right click, rename. We know this is an MSI paste dot MSI/q. Copy the command line. Save as
Batch.
install.bat. Rename /x. Save as uninstall.bat. Okay. But so there is a tool, a free tool from Microsoft, which is called Orca. ORCA. Orca tool download. You see, Orca tool. Download the tool from Microsoft. It's also an MSA software. ORCA tool free download. So Orca came. So let me copy and paste in my Win7. It's also MSA. Let's extract that also. Next. Double click. Next. I accept. Next. Complete or typical install. So once it is installed, you can edit an MSI using this. Is it clear? You can go to edit an MSI. So let me go to temp. Before we have seen like what is the Chrome version which we have installed?
61 point something.
60 point something. Edit,
67 point
yeah,
something.
something. Right click, edit the Orca. Edit with Orca. What? Right click, edit with Orca. Then you can see the what is the properties. The main thing is property tab. Here you can see the product code. Is it clear? For uninstalling, you need to copy this cell. Let's space somewhere. In that uninstallation string, you need to give instead of MSA, you need to give an
That
product
product
code.
code.
Product code. It's very simple to uninstall any software. Any MSA, you can give this product for an uninstallation. Is it clear?
Yeah. So without this Orca tool, we can't find the product code.
We can also find while creating an SCCM, it will show the product code in the detection method
Okay.
automatically. This is the best way to find. Okay.
Yeah.
Product code. Before we got and manufactured as Google, am I right?
Yes.
So if I change here and save to my some Wipro, so instead of that Wipro will come. Version before is 67. Am I right?
Yes.
No, do not ever change this software. Only for testing I am changing. Is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do not ever
Okay.
touch this MSI. Only for the testing purpose I am giving you. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
Yes.
So click on save and now install the software from a command line. So what we did, and we have changed Google Chrome only, no? Okay. Google Chrome, right click, edit with Orca, and see in the property, Wipro, and product name, ERP entry. So put hyphen Wipro and put save, close. If I open command prompt and I trigger the installation of the Google Chrome, cd space paste install.bat. Installation may fail or success, we doesn't know. We need to wait because it if previous installation may requires reboot, it nothing shows an error. Simply complete, then quit from here. If shortcut is not came, then we assume or go to the event viewer and see if there are any warnings for the installation. If there is no warnings, if it now it's rotating means something process is going on. Okay, let's wait for 1 more minute and see. You can see successfully installed or not. Then we can see go to the add and remove programs and refresh. See what is the product name here?
Google Chrome.
Google Chrome, iPhone Wipro.
Wipro, and publisher name is changed. Version name is
Yes.
changed.
Yes.
So that much I'm telling you how much importance that MSI has. Okay. Do not ever change anything in an MSI. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So what companies will do if they ask for the custom requirement? If they want to change with some, see, you do not, if it is from Microsoft, Google, you do not change. But if it's internal software, customer is requesting to change the product name in the ARP entry, then what packaging team will do? They will save as the file as a transform. What? They will change some modifications. Okay. They will save as, but here it's not highlighting. It will create in, they will create in this same thing as in admin studio, save as transform. Then the output file will called MST will come. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? Hello. If you
Yeah,
want to do any modification, you need to do save as, then you need to save as transform. For that MSA, you can apply the your customizer settings. The MSA you don't change, but you will save this one template. Then the template will come as like a format any name dot MST will come. A command line will be there here. Slash transform, then transform that MSI, MST name. So for this MSI, that custom settings will be applied. This will be done by packaging team. Do not be worried what I'm saying to you. Is it clear?
Okay.
If your command line contains like this, MSI EXEC, you can also see how you can apply transform in Google. You will get a command line. Is it clear? How to apply a TRAN transform to MSI. You will get a command line option, MSI or something. So the command line would be MSI EXEC slash I package name transform equal to that location MST. Then you install the custom settings which you are applied, that will be applied. If you change the original MSI, what happens? You cannot retrieve what is the original location is given by vendor. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So I will update one more log called here L star V. What? Slash L star V, and I will give one location C Windows temp slash CHROM Chrome install dot log, copy, save. In the uninstallation, I will write one more log Chrome uninstall dot log. SCCM will not give you 100% results for troubleshooting. Only this log can give you 100% troubleshooting. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Okay.
SCCM will tell you whether it's success or not. Failure, if it's give 1603. Success, it will give you only 0. Other than that, why it is failed, how it is failed, it won't tell you. Because SCCM will giving you an option. You're installing on 100 machines manually. SCCM only giving an option to install automatically. Is it clear? If you want to install a software on 10,000 PCs, you're taking some 50 days time. SCCM is completing that is in 1 day, because you're pushing all the machines once. But if you install manually in 110 locations, how much time it will take?
Yeah, it will take
Lot
days.
of time. SCCM is there only to avoid the manual installation, and it will say only whatever you install manually, it will fail. The same way SCCM also gives you an error, success or failure. Is it clear? So if I open a logs, C Windows system temp, which log I given? Here I given C Windows temp. So if I trigger uninstallation now from the command line, CMD slash, then I will go to the path, then CD, then a targeted uninstall.bat. So if we go to the location, it will create also a log chrome.uninstall, which we have given, am I right? 1019. If you double click, you can see written code 0. While uninstallation, it got any failures. You can see here. While installing, you got any failures. You can see here why it is failure. If the software requires any software or not. Complete information only can see in the custom log which is developed in MSI. Is it clear? Hello.
Yeah, following, sir.
Yes. Yes, getting.
So L star EV is very important to troubleshoot any MSI. Exact MGR not help. It's only for SCCM to see whether it's success or not. Okay. To detail troubleshooting, you need to have a packaging log. You do not know where your packaging team will store. You need to simply go to the batch file, edit, see the path where they are storing, and open that client location then check for the logs for troubleshooting. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So do you have any other doubts? So tomorrow class we will create, for using this package, we'll try to create a package and application model, and we'll try to deploy.
Okay.
Do you have any other doubts to ask?
I-
If it requires some, if Google Chrome, you can test it in. So quite, so other options like no fatal warnings, all error messages if you want to see, or if you want to advanced logging, out of disk space message. If user does not have message, it will check first. It will go throws you an error. So different main options which I showed you, log, L, only star L is fine. But V means runs source and reaches the local package. L star V generally they will give. For repair you can use P. Missing files you want to repair, you can use the custom options. But mostly they will use these options. Okay. You can also give a try in the test. Take a virtual machine, copy an MSI. You can use the different options and validate what is the specific purpose. But in production may use mostly this one.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Starting MSI EXE. This one,
That
sir?
is a standard naming given like for execution. MSI execution.
That is all.
Okay. Any other doubts?